myself Manali Joshi from LJ Polytechnic. So in this video I will be explaining about the second chapter, that is coplanar concurrent forces, coming in the structure subject of 4th semester in architecture assistantship. So today we will be learning about the resolution of forces. In this resolution of forces, as we have previously dealt with the two forces, that is law of parallelogram, three forces, this is Lami's theorem. So आज हम लोग जो पढ़ने वाले हैं उसमें 3 से ज़्यादा, या I can say more than 2 forces which will be calculated through the resolution of forces method, where we will be using sin theta and cos theta respectively for any diagonal theta. So here in this video I will be explaining about how the quadrants are added. Like for the first quadrant you can see the sign indication for cos and sin. Similarly for second, third and fourth, the sign indications are totally different as per mathematics. So we will be applying it in this resolution of forces and learning it into the depth. So let us begin with our numericals. As we know that the resolution of forces deals with more than 2 forces. So as per this given question, magnitude and direction we need to find from the given figure. Now this figure indicates that there are 1, 2, 3 and 4, total 4 forces with some degree given into it. If I divide it with the quadrant individually or with a combination, it is making some degree. If I divide it horizontally and vertically, horizontally always degree matches with the cos theta, vertical degree always matches with the sin theta. So over here our sigma h, if I see quadrant wise, this is at 0 degree, this is 90 degree, 180 degree and 270 degree. So starting from the 0 degree I get 80 cos 0 degree, horizontal means cos theta. Between 0 and 90 I have my 60 degree, 60 cos the previous angle, जो भी हमारा फोर्स है उसके आगे का एंगल, मतलब 60 degree. Again if I move from first to second quadrant I have 40 और उसके पीछे वाला एंगल, मतलब it is 135 and it is connected with the third and fourth force. So over here I will take 40 cos 135 degree. Over here the 100 kilonewton is very simple, coming at 270 degree. So here I can write 100 cos 270 degree. Now next step is to substitute these values. Individually we'll have to write their answers. So here I get 80 plus 30. Now if I calculate this, I get my answer in negative. I have not given this negative sign. By default it is coming negative, plus 0. So sigma h is 81.27, unit is kilonewton. As our answer is positive and dealing with horizontal, the sign indication will be from left to right. Similarly, if I calculate my sigma v, instead of cos theta I will have to multiply it with sin theta. 16 sin 60 degree, 40 sin 135 degree and 100 sin 270 degree. So here I get 0 plus 51.96 plus 28.28 minus 100. Here sigma v is minus 19.76. Unit will be kilonewton. As the answer is negative, our sign indication will be down. So in order to find the magnitude, my equation will be summation of h the whole square plus summation of v the whole square. Now substituting its value, h is 81.27 the whole square plus minus 19.76 the whole square. Now, in order to find the direction, my formula will be tan alpha equals to mod of sigma v upon sigma h. As we know that tan theta is sin upon cos theta. Now substituting this value, if I have my mod sign, my negative becomes positive. So here it will be 0.242 degree. Now my aim is to find alpha, or you can even write theta. So here tan theta becomes theta equals to tan inverse of 0.242. So here answer of theta will be 13.60 degree. So now our cos and sin theta, that is, it remains in which quadrant will be helpful over here. We are sure that it is positive, matlab cos theta is positive, sin theta is negative. And cos theta is positive and sin theta is negative, it always lies in the fourth quadrant. The last figure will be something like this. Using our resultant, which is 84.07 kilonewton, with our theta. How much is theta? Theta is 13.60 degree and it will be in the fourth quadrant. So I will write the statement that r and theta lies in the fourth quadrant. So this will be our last statement for solving resolution of forces. Hope you have understood this video. Thank you.